What's up guys, Wardi here, and I've got a render setting tutorial, and this has been requested by quite a few people. So it's my Sony Vegas render settings, and this is what I use to render my clips out and stuff. So I'm going to tell you how to render out clips in the best quality. So basically we'll start off here, and I'm going to just show you one of the key things. You want to right click your clip, and then hit properties, and what you want to definitely do is from smart resample you want to change that to disable resample and uncheck maintain aspect ratio. Disable resample effectively just gets rid of some of that motion blur and improves the quality on the whole. So hit OK, and now you want to hit event pan and crop right here. Hit that, and just drag in a little bit here, and this will get rid of the black lines on the edges. You know, you want to make sure that maintain aspect ratio is off there, otherwise I'm not sure, it just sort of messes up. It doesn't really crop that sort of side. It sort of just like zooms out and you get all the black lines everywhere and stuff. So it's just, you want to get rid of that. It keeps the ratio the same, that's why. But yeah, once you've done that, I'm going to show you now. If you hit Alt Enter, brings up the project properties. You can also bring up project properties by clicking this button. I'm pretty sure. No, wait. This button at the top here brings up the project properties. So yep, you want to have. I usually use this template, which is HD 720 60p 1280 by 720 59.94 frames per second. As that ticks all the boxes for having a HD clip. You know, you got the 1280 by 720 on the height and width on height, and you got the frame rate on 59.94, which is crucial, and I'll get more into that on the actual render settings part. And yeah, that's just the safest option in terms of project properties. So you want to hit apply and OK once you've done that. And I'm going to just move on to my render settings now. So you want to hit render as, and show you, go down to mine, customize template. Now here you want to make sure that your frame size is 1280 by 720, and this is HD settings. So just tick this box or untick it, doesn't really matter. It's safer to untick it, to not allow the source to adjust frame size, as it can change it, but usually it won't, as long as the project settings are 1280 by 720. I think that should make sure that it stays at 1280 by 720. But you know, you can uncheck that or check it. It's not that big a deal. But if it does change, definitely go back and re-render the clip, but uncheck it. The frame rate you want at 59.94 frames per second, as this allows editors to use Twixtor, and that's a really commonly used effect nowadays on a lot of edits. So you know, you do want it to have 59.94 frames per second on each clip, and it's really frustrating when editors can't use Twixtor. I'm an editor myself, and it's frustrating when you can't use Twixtor, you know, because the clip is 29 frames per second, because at 29 frames per second the Twixtor just doesn't look clean. It's not smooth slow motion, it just becomes blotchy and blurry, you know. So make sure it's 59.94 frames per second, and do not allow the source to adjust frame rate, as sometimes when you render it, it can change the frame rate to 29 frames per second, so you do not want that. Pixel aspect ratio can be 1, number of reference frames 4, use a deblocking filter. I'm not sure if it's default, but I'll just leave it as that. Oops, you don't want too fast. Variable bitrate you want at maximum, which is 14 million, average at 14 million as well. And I'll move on to the audio settings now. Hit audio. 48,000 on the sample rate, 96,000 on the bit rate, and make sure you include your audio, otherwise you'll render out a muted clip. System, you don't really need to do anything there. And then you want to put your video rendering quality on best, to get the best quality out of it, obviously, and that's all good. So once you've done that, you just want to hit render. So yep guys, that brings me to the end of this render setting tutorial for Sony Vegas. If you want any other tutorials, make sure you leave a comment in the below the vid. please, 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 if you did find this useful and you're going to use my render settings in the future, leave a like. It really helps. You know, it helps make this channel grow, and I'd really appreciate that, guys. It just take a moment of your time, you know, to repay the favour of me telling you render settings, and you know, just leave a like on the video. It really means a lot. And I'll tell you what, if we get 15 likes on this vid, I'll make an After Effects rendering setting tutorial with good render settings for your After Effects. So guys, this has been Wardi with a render setting tutorial, and I'll see you next time.